I'm about to whoop Eric Gilbert Jr.'s booty.
That's not my last name. It's wrong.
Take me off pause,
Okay.
right?
I'm about to whoop his booty. Just letting y'all know that.
Hurry up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Falcons going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, it has been a tumultuous yet utterly riveting 2018 NFL season, and it all comes to a close here tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 53 from two-year-old Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The eyes of the world upon us tonight as Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. On first down, Ryan. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad. Foul it away. Because
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 47 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just
I'm the Falcons, and I just made a touchdown. Eric is the Chiefs, and you're about to see who's better.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down is Smith. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and the Falcons grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes.
After reviewing the play, the run on the field is reversed.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. Dontari Poe. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Ware gets hit, and the ball is loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball.
I just made Eric fumble. Do you have anything to say, Eric?
The game is cheating right now.
The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Smith. And he's got some space here. Caught here by Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm
I just
wrong,
scored
that was just a simple
because
fly route,
I
wasn't
think a quarter is slow. I repeat, it is slow.
And I just remember as a player, in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Smith. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They snap it to Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Ware. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, 25 yards to the house, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Spencer Ware touchdown run. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Flush to his right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. It's Smith. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Some strong running at the 20. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Touchdown, Falcons. Eric Sauber, 30 yards. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football.
I know y'all see that, boy. Look at that. Boom. Get off me. Get off me. Touchdown. Tied game, baby.
The golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is and all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith, pushing through the contact. They're able to locate Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 31 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
I just made it tie. Just letting you know I just made it tie. Amen.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Throwing is Smith. He's got it. This is Ware. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to win.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offense.
I just made him fumble.
In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way. His original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike.
He's there. Touchdown after the fumble. Eric, you're trash.
Bro, that hit was like so broke.
He just bad.
They're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. They run it here. Where? And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights.
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On first down, it's Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Smith under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dontari Poe in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On the run, it's Ware. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt stick. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 outs. 16 outs.
Porterhouse.
Fine. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Smith on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Santos out down. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go play action now. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are an extra point away from...
He left his own teammate and he lost.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Now Shaw. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. And you see those receiving numbers now. Last year in the NFL, only 5 backs topped 100 yards receiving. David Johnson, Tevin Coleman, Darren Sproles, Spencer Ware, and Gio Bernard.
And what we're seeing from the backs nowadays is that ability to be a hybrid, to be a big-time runner, but also a big-time receiver. And I know in practice sessions, the running backs have their own group, and they'll go through all their different drills, and they'll catch the ball. But some of the primetime guys will actually go down to the receivers and work with them on their releases, catching the football, tucking it away, running proper routes, all of that. Anything to gain an edge and make it tougher for a defense. Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he will have the first down here at about the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team.
Julio Jones all alone. The 30, 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Give him 30 yards there. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Wilson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Ryan on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football. But not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
5 plays there on that drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Spencer Ware and the rest of his offense retaking the field. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard. And we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting here. He's run it well.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Smith. That is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They find some open field here. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 95 yards.
I just read it back on Eric. He's doo-doo. He's doo-doo.
All the times I scored, it's straight.
It's right.
Kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
And now the kick is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take...
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. A big... play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Here's Ryan. That's caught at the 3. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
I'm done, bro.
X a sore loser. I just beat him. I won. Eric's trash. Thank you for watching. Please donate. PayPal is wintisaiah0@gmail.com. Please help me out to get more followers and stuff. Thank you. You've been playing this game for an hour.
That's our intensive.